Hi, and welcome to week 8 of our Summer of Self-Love for 2020. And there's a couple of things that I want to talk about this week. I think we can do 2 in a week, otherwise I can't get through everything that I want to say in 12 weeks. So, first up, I just want to talk about why do we give more credence to a photo than to what we see in the mirror. So, and we've all done this. You go, you're kind of getting ready to go out and you're looking in the mirror and you're happy with what you see, happy-ish for some of us, but you're comfortable. And then you go out and a photo gets taken and you look at the photo, and if you don't like it, forget what you saw in the mirror. The photo is proof that you don't look as good as you thought you did. And it's an absolute nonsense. It's completely fine to trust what you see in the mirror more than a photo. So I don't know whether it's the permanency of photos or that line, the camera never lies. The camera lies all the time, okay? Constantly, the camera is lying. Everything with photography is down to angles, lighting. It's just all up for grabs in terms of how you can look from one moment to the next in a photograph. So there's no reason to believe a photo more than what you see with your own eyes when you're looking in the mirror. We shouldn't give photos that kind of power. We just shouldn't. And this is an odd thing for me to say, considering what we do as a business. But we can only do that because people give photos that kind of power, and we want to redress the balance and just show that absolutely anybody can look amazing in photos because they can. So that's the first thing. We need to just stop giving photos that kind of power and trust what we see in the mirror. Believe in it, you know? You've seen it with your own eyes. It's completely fine to do so. Secondly, this week, I just want to talk about one of the biggest barriers to liking ourselves in photos. Okay, this is actually true for selfies and also for group photos, possibly more so for group photos actually, because when you see a photo with loads of other people in, you look at it and everybody looks like themselves. Everybody kind of looks how you're expecting them to look. And a lot of the time we look at ourselves in a photo and we think, it doesn't even look like me. Like, why does everybody else look normal? I just look off in photos. There's just something not quite right. And the reason for that, a lot of the time, is our image of how we see ourselves is our reflection. We see ourselves in the mirror more than we see ourselves any other way for most people. So if you're never in photos and you've only ever really seen your mirror image is not how you look. Your mirror image is the reverse of how you look. And to everybody else, you look the other way around, i.e. how you see yourself in photos. Cameras actually compound this when you take a selfie, because a lot of the time when you're holding your phone up to take a picture, it will show you your mirror image. So you're looking at what you're kind of thinking, yeah, I look great, take the photo. When it opens the photo, it's flipped it to be what is technically the right way around, but what to most of us just looks a little bit jarring because it's not our mirror image, it's not what we're expecting to see. So one of the ways that you can start to get more comfortable with selfies is for most phones have a setting whereby you can stop them flipping the image so that when they show you the photo, it will be your mirror image that you're looking at. And that's kind of a first step to getting more comfortable with how you look in photos, just having them show your mirror image, your perception of you that you're the most used to seeing. And then if you can get used to that, then you can move on to kind of going, okay, I'm going to stop flipping these. I'm going to get used to how I actually look to everybody else. But yeah, if you look at a group photo, if you look at yourself in photos and think, despite everything, I think I should look okay, but I just look off, I just don't look right, that's normally going to be the reason, because your mirror image is very different to how you actually look to everybody else all the time. So this week, it's more of a thinking thing again really this week. Try and not giving that kind of power to photos that we give over, and trust the mirror a little bit more, and play around with selfies and just try to get comfortable with how you look, even if it means that you need to kind of flip that image and keep it as your mirror image to start with. let me know how you get on. And I will see you next week. Thank you very much.